Hi, thank you for visiting us at ctfairbet.com. I want to first give you some good news. As of right now, we have 2,400 YouTube views, 1,500 ctfairbet.com hits. Also, over 10,000 minutes have been watched on YouTube and 30 subscribers. What does that mean? So that we're watching it on the 30?
YouTube, 30 subscribers.
The 30 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you. It's my incredibly bright son. He is doing all the work on this. He has done the designing of the page. He's only 14, and I know nothing about computers. He's done the editing, made the web page completely, and I'm really proud of him. I have tons of emails that I'm getting, and I really appreciate everybody. I want everybody to like and subscribe us on YouTube. Also, when you go to ctfairbet.com, sign the petition, read it, and then sign it. Nobody can trace that. My email account is ctfairbet@gmail. You could send it. It's a secure site. But please do me a favor. I don't want anybody to get in trouble for their honesty. But do not send anything to my personal or our Facebook account on CT Fairbet liking anything, because there's a bunch of bottom feeders at the Sun that are trolling, looking to jam you up and take your job. So do not like anything on Facebook, please. I don't need that on my conscience, you getting in trouble for being honest. Okay? I received an email pertaining, numerous emails pertaining why I am personally doing this after almost a year being gone. Well, about 2 years ago, I got this domain name and I copyrighted it. Cost me about $500-600, and because I saw all my friends, a lot of good help, lose their jobs, and I saw some real stiffs keep their job. Lazy, because they were friends of a friend. People just didn't do good jobs. They kept their jobs. In the meantime, a lot of real good help that's been in the business for a long time that cared, lose their jobs. And I saw what the devastation it caused their family. So I want to get into personally why I am doing this now. Okay, we're going to start how I've been treated at Mohegan Sun. I was a member of the Boxing Commission for almost 18 years, did a phenomenal job, proud to be associated. The Boxing Commission was always run flawlessly. Proud to be, just they protected the fighters so much. They protected the tribe's integrity. It's a template for what every Boxing Commission wants to be like. I can't say that so much about some of the things that go on with our directors in table games. But now I'm going to get into my family situation and some of the things that happened to me as far as a hostile work environment. This is a medical certification from a health care provider. It says that I suffer from, this is from 7/28 of 06, severe chronic insomnia, that I can't sleep for up for a day and a half to 2 days. At the time I was going through, I received custody of my 2 small children. One was 5, one was 3. The mother had some issues, and I moved out, and I took my babies with me. So Now at work, we had a new boss, and for some reason the guy couldn't stand me, even before he met me. I mean, once you meet me, if you dislike me, I probably pissed you off. It's easy to dislike me, I can get it. But, I think the guy was so poisoned by the time he met me because, there's a girl in the office who hates my guts and I can't stand her. She's a little troll, but she spends too much time under the desk. Just can't stand her. So she probably got in the guy's ear and he took it hook, line, and sinker. But every time we turned around, I was getting written up by Trevor and Rosemary on Graveyard wrote me up all the time. That was their pastime. Even though my whole world was falling apart, going through a divorce now, and a 3 and a 5-year-old, hurting. So, I put in for a 90-day hardship, and it was approved, because back then everybody got a 90-day hardship. 3 weeks into my 90-day hardship, I get called in the office, and I was informed my 90-day hardship was now a 30-day hardship. So I then went to Mr. Pinot and said, why is my 90-day hardship rescinded to a 30-day? Why am I so special? Another example of a hostile work environment. But I had to eat it. Okay, on 4/1 of 09, a dealer, 3/28 of 09, a dealer was throwing up in the pit and we had a dead game. So I closed the game and sent a dealer home. I was informed by the shift manager that unless the guy, we call the EMTs, he can't go home. And first they asked me what was wrong with him. What, do I look like a doctor? What, am I Ben Casey? It's illegal for me to ask the guy what's wrong with him. Another ROD from those clowns. Okay, now I got another ROD on 3/31. Finally on 5/12/09, the shift manager walked in, Rosemary, and said she wanted to see me in the office. As I was walking through the pit, a dealer grabbed me and said she was on the phone and she heard her say, we're going to get him, it's now or never. So with that being said, my heart started racing and I knew I was going to walk into the Rosemary and Trevor show where Trevor just sits there and Rosemary just talks, and there's nothing I can do about it. I have a daughter in New Jersey that I have to pay child support on, and 2 kids in Connecticut I have to take care of and pay daycare for. I took my time going to the office. I stopped by the medical office, and my blood pressure was 190/160. They asked me if I wanted to go to the hospital, and I declined. As I began to walk in the office, I saw Rosemary and Trevor sitting there like they've been sitting there before countless times. A very stressful situation. Rosemary in the past has made numerous comments about me being an ex-fighter, as if it's a bad thing, that I'm aggressive or I'm hostile. There's nothing to do with that. She kept on going on, and that I kept on saying to her, can you please just give me the write-up? I'm having chest pains, difficult breathing, and I started to sweat tremendously. I stood up, I felt dizzy, I felt sick, my heart was jumping out of my chest. I felt like I was cooking in my own skin. I took off my jacket, I unbuttoned my shirt. I thought I was, as a previous heart attack survivor, I thought I was having another heart attack. I fell over Joyce's desk. I hit the ground, and I remember Trevor running out of the room. And as I was going toward the phone, I remember Rosemary running out of the room. I picked up the phone and said, "Help. I can't breathe. I need help. Please." And then I collapsed again. They both left me to die on the floor. No one helped me. They just left me there. Next thing I know, I was in an ambulance. As they're traveling in the ambulance, they hit me with something 4 times to try to calm me down. I got to the in the ambulance. They picked me up at 9:53 in the morning. The initial reading was 167 over 104. 920 was 186 over 134. 928, I was 191 over 128. And again, Trevor and Rosemary left me to die on the floor. But that insult to injury, 2 days later, Jeff Walker called my house and says, "Glenn, I got bad news for you. You've been terminated." I said, "Why?" I didn't hit nobody, I didn't raise my voice, and I didn't use profanity. And that was later proven per their incident reports, my incident reports. And I went to Mitchell Edis, nothing was done. Here's my final written warning, dated 5/30 of 09. Violation of policy number 27, personal conduct, section 1 and 2. Violation of policy number 53, treatment of co-workers. I don't know what I did other than black out. I didn't use profanity, I didn't hit nobody, I didn't threaten nobody. And trust me, if anybody needed to get smacked around, it would have been those two. But I won't hit a girl, and Trevor, he's about as threatening as Bambi. That's why I don't manage by fear. I try to show some compassion. So that is why I have started this. Now, I want to go into what I have been doing lately. Oh, also, this is even a beauty. See this thing here? This was my record of discussion given to me by Rosemary Grimsley. I saved this thing of beauty. It's an honor being written up by her. But she has on here, "You're responsible and accountable for managing your pit. If a guest needs to be escorted to another area, send a supervisor when possible." And the rest of it just doesn't even make any sense. This is referring to me taking an elderly couple to the bagel bar. 70-year-old couple. I walked over. There was nobody even in the pit. And I just escorted somebody over. But you know what? When I want to get you, they're going to get you. So now we are going to change subjects to stop.
You can go.
Okay. Now I want to get into another subject. The other day when I was the last video, I touched on Mark and some of his cronies or flunkies, whatever I said. Well, apparently Tommy must feel he's one of their flunkies, one of Mark's flunkies, because I got an email, I got 2 emails, 2 different people saying he's been running around calling me an idiot, that I don't know anything, like you do. Your greatest attribute is your ability to kiss ass. You must go to work with a napkin just to wipe the brown stuff off your nose. You know what's the difference between an ass kisser and a brown, stop. What did I say before, Benicio? You're such, Tommy, you ass kiss so much, it's appalling. First time I met you, I knew you were a suck pump. The only difference between an ass kisser and a brown noser is penetration. You get that nose completely up there, pal. So, stop calling me an idiot. And one more thing, I have another question for you. I like corn, okay? I like my corn like this. I get bird's eye corn like this. Put a microwave for 5 minutes. You should try this instead of eating Mark's corn out of his shit, alright? This corn's probably a lot better than the corn you're used to. So stop calling me an idiot, because even though I have to use a cane now sometimes because I can't get around so good because of my feet and my hips, this dog can still hunt, son. Even though you're younger than me, you're gonna write a check that you're behind can't cash. So let's get into the rest of this. So now you want to start with me, Tommy. Let's get into this. You are on more special assignments, you and your wife. I think you're part of SEAL Team 6. I actually think you were on the Bin Laden raid because you're up at the school getting shift pay. You're never in the pits. Now I hear your wife is doing the cash cube. Also, when your wife pits, she pits in pit 28, 2 games. Why does she ever do pit 4 or 5? Or pit 24, pit 25, pit 27? How about win? Let's do that for a shot. You know, you guys are supposed to be Mark's friend. You're abusing his friendship. And he's stupid enough to let you abuse his friendship. Okay? And this is all going to come in circles. All right, Mark, I got some more enlightening I want to do for you. Let's do it. What kind of knowledge can I enlighten on you, son? All right, here we go, Mark. Here we go. You always walk around the casino. You're going to say that you're going to be the vice president one day and you're the man who's going to become the man. And I think you should start training already. But instead of becoming a VP, you're going to become a BP. You're going to say, what does BP mean? Well, since you used to work in nursing homes and used to clean out bedpans, so that's what we're going to mean, bedpans. So instead of a VP, you can be a BP for bedpans. So, because nobody respects you. They know how you got the job. You got the lucky DNA card. You don't have the education for it. You don't have the skill for it. Every time you were due for promotion, I dealt enough, I want to be a box person. I dealt enough, I want to be a floor person. I dealt enough, I want to be a dual read pit. I want to be a pit boss. You were the only one that did it. You forget, I was in scheduling. I saw you. I saw you crying in the office. I didn't see anybody from the Mohican tribe. You were the only one that pushed the button, pushed the envelope that said, oh, I'm Mohican. You got to promote me. You know, so, you know what? It's a shame that Trevor and Dawn didn't get the bump before you. Because Trevor, he won't say shit unless he had a mouthful of it. And you're just mean-spirited. Inside the building. Outside the building, you won't say nothing to nobody. But they should have got that job over you. But, like I said, I got a bunch of emails from my ctfairbet@gmail account. I just want to touch on a couple of things real fast. One thing that you may want to bring up, Mark, at the next meeting from now on, and this is, you know, this is important because you're in management. Oh my God, you're a director. Is that I think dual rate pit bosses and above should do drug tests. That includes you. And see how you do when you piss in a cup. It's better for the company. So let's see how that urine goes. All right, what else we got here? You think you told me I was in the bank? I got so many emails I got to go through here. Okay, first thing's another one. Okay, I got a long one here. Stadium gaming. Dealers are concerned. It's going to kill their toke rate. The other day, You had it open, dealers dropped about $30. No good. 60 games are going to cost 80 dealing jobs. You can twist this any way they want. They're not real happy. Also, I got an email today, and maybe they're confused, but when I was on swing shift, dual rate pits only can be in scheduling and reassignment. They were saying today that a dual rate dealer was in reassignment. I'm sure they're wrong, but knowing your propensity for taking care of your friends or your alleged friends, I don't know who this person is or if it's true, but if it's true, you're a bigger fool than I thought, Mark, because that's blatant abuse of power, and they could suspend you for that or fire you. Okay, what else? What else do we got here? All right. We have another issue. Mark, you run the poker room. Have you ever dealt poker? No. How does that feel walking around a room when everybody knows you never dealt poker? You must feel like an ass. You're sending dealers home that are getting no days. It's bad enough it's a part-time casino. You realize eventually this is all going to come out. Who's on food stamps? Who's getting heating assistance? Who's getting Husky? Now with this stadium gaming, you got the dealer, so you guys can circumvent not paying your fair share of taxes to the Connecticut taxpayers. And I'm sure it's all going to come out. This other email, that's too long to read. This is one I printed out. Also, you're taking disciplinary actions against, and this is, hope you guys can do something about this because it's all about morale. Right now, you got people that are insane. I got probably 40 emails in my box. I read half of them. And, I don't have time for this. This isn't my job. This wasn't the purpose of this. This was just to try to promote legalized gambling in the states for all. To give everybody a fair chance of upward mobility. And to legalize gambling in all states. And to unionize. And I talked to a union official today, and I will be talking to one tomorrow. And you guys are going to make this pretty easy. Trust me. Dual rate promotions. You're making people that were already floor people, that were very good floor people, go to be retrained just to punish them. The only reason why they gave it back, they were losing money for years. They have a family to feed. Don't make these people who stood by you for years punish them. Just because you have a little bit of authority, Mark. Stop doing this. It's lacking of character. So please show some. I know you weren't groomed for the job. The job was given to you, but now that you are the BP, bedpans, that I just gave you a promotion. And also, I don't know what you guys are thinking, but I had somebody send me an email that your staff is so unhappy. You're going to start July 18th a new lunch bag policy. I'm not even on property, and people are telling me these things. It may seem small to you, it's big to them. You're selling an $11 lunch bag or box so they can have and they can put in the cubicles that are in the cafeteria. It seems petty to you, but for this person to send me a 2-page thing about this, how it impacts their life, why don't you rescind this and think about it? Give it another month. You got so many other bigger fucking issues. This is a lunch bag. What are you thinking? Your staff is upset. Your whole casino is part-time. I will be talking to you soon. Within a week, I will decide, or I will work out a deal with the union to see which way we're going to go going forward. I want to try to unionize the floor and the dealers to stop some of this abuse. I want the full-timers to be safe in their job, and I want the part-timers to be able to... Oh, also, I could not believe this. You're disciplining part-time dealers that go over 30 hours because you don't have the software to keep up if they go over 30 hours. They're looking to feed their family or take care of themselves. Or if they're going to college, you write them up if they go over 30 hours, that's your fault. Get better software. So, I mean, I could go on for days. I'm in too much pain sitting here, and my hips bother me, my foot's bother me. But I want to tell everybody I'm Mohican Sun, security, cage people, dealers, floor people, pit bosses, shift, everybody. I miss you. The few people I had beefs with, tough shit. You know where I'm at? I'm not too hard to find. Tommy, I never wanted to beef with you, but you better stop calling me an idiot. Because it's a small globe, my man. You're going to want to go to other jurisdictions, and you'd be amazed at people I know. I'm sure I know a lot more than you know. So you don't want to go down that road. Everybody, enjoy your week. Enjoy your family. I will talk to you soon. Take care.